Oh, what's going on, everybody? Z here. Welcome back to some more Scrap Mechanic Drilling Thunder. Today, we're going to work on the base a little bit because I want to make this a better base than what we have. Like, it's working, it's fine. There's nothing wrong with it. But I think we need to make it like ours in our home, you know, instead of just like plopping stuff down. So that's what we're going to do today. Hopefully you all are having a wonderful day. I'm having an absolutely fantastic day. So I want to go ahead and kind of get a layout here of like what I'm thinking and like what maybe will work for us. So obviously this area right here is the garage, right? This is where we're gonna like build our builds. This is where we're gonna do all that fun stuff. So the area that we're gonna like live in, I think it's gonna be in this half here. So we've already got this natural staircase going up here. So I was thinking, can we get another staircase, like maybe going up from here, and then we could get like a whole area above this. And then possibly we could also get like a little bit of a second floor going on up here. Maybe, I don't know. We'll see. So yeah, that's kind of what I want to see here. So let's go ahead and see if we can do this. Now, if I go ahead and go from here, like if we go from right here and I bring this straight over this way, we're going to be using concrete probably for most of this because concrete is super easy to get, and it's super easy to get. So like, does that look good? Is that roughly the same on both sides? Yeah, it is actually. That actually looks perfect. Holy moly, it looks great. All right, so I'm not going to actually keep this connection here. We're probably going to do something else with it. But let's go ahead and let me put up some stairs here. I mean, we could use wedge blocks, actually. You know what? We could make the sawbot, which can actually make wedges, which would be something like this. Or do we want stairs? Because we're gonna have to, it's gonna have to be kind of steep here. So a wedge might not work. But you know what? I don't know actually what options we have with it. I think we should go down, and I think we should check it out, because I don't know what we need for it. I imagine we probably need metal too. Oh, we got a thruster last time too. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Let's do that. Let's get this metal too. Let's take that with us, and then I imagine it's metal and probably some of the materials from down below. I don't think it's gonna be component kits or anything like that. So but let's grab this metal too. It might be component kits though. Like, you don't know. We don't know if it's not. So, and then let me go ahead and drop everything off in here, I guess, for now. Also, like, our storage system needs some serious work, so that's, you know, in the pipeline. There's that. Okay, let's take this down and let's go see what this wedge thing needs, because it might actually be kind of fun to play with some wedges, some ramps, some things like that. Plus we need one like down below anyways for automating like the marble run kind of thing that we got going on. So but yeah, anyways, hopefully you all are having a wonderful day. I'm having a fantastic day, enjoying some scrap mechanic, having a wonderful time. Seems like a lot of people are enjoying as well. So yeah, let's get down below and let's go see what this new bot needs. No! Darn it. I rolled the golf cart. Also, I had some people ask me if you could build in the elevator. It doesn't look like you can build in here. It would be pretty cool actually if you could build in the elevator. Like, that would be actually kind of cool. But no, it doesn't look like you can. Now, obviously, we are still gonna have like an underground base, but it seems like most of the stuff, like, we're gonna need a lot of stuff up top, you know, and like up top's probably gonna be like still our main base. But like, we're gonna have like lots of stuff in here. So let's see. What do we need for this sawbot thing, and can we use it to do some base building? So I was right. Metal block level 2, and then we need 10 cable rolls and 5 multi-component kits. You know what? I'm just gonna run over here. So 5 multi-component kits and 10 cables. That should be doable unless I drained my bank account in the last episode, which I don't think we took everything. So there's the 10 cables, and then let's see, we're gonna need 5 of these. Okay, cool, we have enough. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and we're gonna take this up top for now because we're gonna use it to base build, but we'll probably end up bringing it back down here, or we might just make an additional one. All right, so 1 sawbot. Add any building block to the sawbot to produce wedges from the same material. I'm so excited to check this out. I know I've had a lot of people ask me about this machine, so I'm glad we're checking this out today, and we can incorporate it into hopefully building a little bit of a base place here. So that is a large bot right there. All right, so, oh man, this is gonna be fun to get back home, isn't it? It'll be fine with the power of YouTube. Oh my god. With the power of YouTube, we are already home. See that? The power of YouTube, it's amazing. So I switched my vehicle because I figured we might actually go out and mine some stone and metal. So this thing is the ultimate miner for stone and metal. So also, can we just like appreciate the sawbot for a minute? Because I love the little animations that the bots have when they're like, you know, they're like not being used or whatever, they're idle, if you will. It's just like they're fun. It's because like they're just like hanging out. It's like, okay, like I gotta mess around with something. Like it's funny because it'll hop up and down and it'll mess with this little like guard here. It's like tick 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 tick. It's just like to mess with something. It's so funny. But we're gonna put that on here, so I'm just gonna put that there. But I want to come on, mess with the thing. It's so funny. It's like, hello, friend. Mess with the little. It's so, I don't know why. I was just like I was driving and I watched it back there, and it was like it got bored. So I was like, I'll play with this little flap thing here. It's so funny. There it goes. There it goes. It's just like I love it. It's funny. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and hook that on there. Now, what can we do? Ooh, scrap wood wedge. These are literally wedges of what we can do. So metal wedge level 1. So it looks like it's a 1-for-1. So 10 metal blocks gives you 10 of these, which is actually kind of funny because like if you cut it in half, you should get 2, right? Like you should get 10, but you should get 20 back. I guess the other half just goes into the void. Is there a concrete? You know what's funny is I just realized there's not a concrete. So we can't do this with concrete. Interesting, right? Stone. Oh no, there is. Oh, it just looks a little bit lighter here. Okay, all right. So let's go ahead and get 2 of those. Oh, I should have grabbed a... Wait a second. Why does it say level 0 unlock across this? Huh. Anyways. Okay, so let me see here. Now, how do these things function? Actually, they look like they're 45s. So let me see here. If we grab this... And like, let's say we want it, I guess we could put it like, start it right here. Because how, like, okay, we need to be able to clear the railing. Actually, we are going to have to start it like right here. Okay, so. Oh, but it does put a line in there. So if you want it as one piece, you're going to have to, oh, that's the max width. Okay, well, you know what? Hold on. If that's max width, let's go ahead and let's just utilize that. And that'll be the width of our stairs. Oh. Okay, but we're still going to need like the... So basically, we're still going to need the flat step underneath of it. Okay, all right, that's cool. I like that. Let me go ahead and queue up. Man, I wish I could queue up more of these things. It's funny because it says level 0. Unlock level 0. I wonder if I should go back and try to grab another one. If we unlock it, if it'll just like unlock all of them. So we can craft like a whole bunch. But it says level 0. And with like level 1. Huh, I don't know. I guess maybe I'll just make them 10 at a time. And there's not a repeat option either. I just realized that. Because we have a repeat option on here. Like if I craft this. But not on this one. Oh, you know what? It's because the output. It's because it doesn't have an output. That's an input. I would need to hook up the output to go this way. Oh, yes. Okay, so hold on a second. If we want to do that, that means we need to hook up... Yeah, because I'd have to hook up an output. That's probably why I don't have the repeat option. Well, you know what? I'm just going to leave that for now. Let's go ahead and we'll just we'll start building up the stairs with the concrete for now. I'll just start doing this. Oh, I'm just going to have to do double wide, though, because it'd be better if I could just switch. Oh, you know what? I don't need that right there. I need that up by 1, right? Yeah, it needs to go on the back of the actual step. And then we go, or the ramp, and then we go here. And then I'd have to go, uh-oh. I might not, can I get on the back of this one? Yeah, look at that. Okay. Oh my gosh, that perfectly covered that. Look at, it's like halfway in there, but it worked. Oh, this is kind of cool. It's a little steep, but I think that's actually going to work for what I wanted, because I was a little worried that it wasn't going to be steep enough. Okay, is that high enough now? I feel like that might be high enough. Because like we're definitely... So if I put a block, hold on, let's go and test this. If I put a block here and we go like this way, We can easily clear that. Oh, yeah. Yeah, we can easily clear that now. Okay. Then we go into there like that, and then boom, here's like our upper level. Is that gonna, like, that seems good. Of course, is that gonna make this look super, like, I didn't know I could fit in here. Is that gonna make it look super, like compact? Is it gonna look too crowded now? Hold on, let me go this way. Like, how does that look? Oh, that doesn't look too bad. It still looks pretty open. Yeah, that'll be okay. All right. So we'll do the same thing, and then do we go up and over this bot right here? Like, do we have this whole floor? Like, does that look okay? I don't feel like that's too narrow. But then that would give us, like, you know, building space up here. We'd have building space. We're probably going to go out further this way. Actually, we're probably going to go even with this doorway, this opening right here. Yeah, I think that'll work. Okay, so let me do the other stairs. So we did, how many is this doing at a time? So this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, it allows you to do, oh my gosh. You can do, what? Okay, all right, hold on. I was not utilizing this to its fullest. This is okay, this is game changing. Let me get a bunch of these. We might not even need to do these one at a time. Holy moly, this is kind of cool. Maybe that's why you only get 10 for 10. Maybe the other half is the imaginary, like, rest of the block. Oh my gosh, there's, okay. Let me get some of these going. I don't know how many I used for this one. But I also, you know what? I also don't want it like a solid chunk, you know? I actually like this because it's up and out of the way. You know what I'm saying? So we'll see though. We'll check this out. We'll see what it looks like. Okay, so if I grab this, and let's say we are going obviously straight from here. We're going like this, but we want to go up. Interesting. Yeah, see, it's gonna do a solid. I wonder why it won't let me do that. Oh, I like that you can change the pitch of it too. Okay, that's super cool. I think we're gonna stick with this for this instance because I like it looking like this. Actually, what we could do, we could even make this look fancy and like fill in this side, and then we could. All right, so let me let me go ahead and just get some stairs going up here. I had no idea that that's what that did. That's really cool. All right, so there's our little final stair for this side. Okay, so there we go. Look at that. We got like a little place going here. We got something started. Doesn't look too bad. This part in here is a little low, but I think it'll be fine. Actually, you know what we could do is if that was too low, we can actually raise that up. Ooh, okay, hold on a second. I have an idea. I'm actually kind of excited now. We could actually use our little ramp pieces here. Let me grab some more. And we can make it go up we can have it go up like 1 or 2 more blocks, but then like use the wedge as a smaller transition. All right, we got to test this out. I really need to hook this back into our storage. Actually, do I have, okay, let me look through my pipe. Do we have vacuum pipes here? All right, so this is what we're gonna do. Object is busy. Oh, you have stuff inside there. Okay, let me grab this. We're gonna move this. It's gonna be a temporary solution, but it will work for now. So let's get a, that's I need a T-pipe. Let's get the T-pipe. Put this here like that, and then we put this on here. Not upside down. And then we put this one. Actually, you know what? I don't even need a T-pipe here, do I? No, I don't actually need a T-pipe. I'm going to need another curve, though. Now, can I actually go directly against the back of this? Or is this going to be too... Yeah, that's going to be too short. Okay, we're going to have to go out a little bit. So we'll go out one. And then I'm going to need another T. But now we should be able to connect it right to that. And then we should be able to do like, hold on, let me see. That one? Is it that one? It might be that one. Okay. Let me get one more curve pipe. I promise this stuff is all going to get better. We're actually working on it now, okay? Where did that curve just go? Okay. All right, so we'll do this. Now, ta-da! Okay. So now can we do, so concrete? Yeah, there we go. So we can actually let this go for a little bit, and it'll probably deposit it in this chest right here. This is my guess. But I don't want that to do too many. Like, I don't want it to like suck all the concrete out. Okay, cool. So we'll grab that there. We'll grab that there. Actually, you know what? Hold on. I'm actually not going to repeat those right now because I don't need that many. All right. So let's say we want this area to go up just a hair. So if I grab this one and we go from like right here. Okay. Let's try this again. But we want this to go from like what, right here? But we want to go out like, I don't know, like that. So it goes up by 1. You know what I mean? Like, hey, kind of goes up a little bit, you know? It goes up by 1 more. It's not much, but you know what? We're using a block. We're using something. We're trying to... Okay, so that actually works pretty good. I like it. All right, so let's go ahead and put this back in over here. It's not a big change. Sometimes it's the little things. Now, this is, what, 2 blocks away from this guy? So we need to go 2 blocks away. And then we go... Let's see, let's put 1 there. And then now we go like this. Then we should be able to do the exact same thing. Right here. But... Okay, this is kind of hard to do from down here. Let me see. Let me actually extend this to the wall. I'm pretty sure that was the difference from the other side. Oh, I only have 8. Okay. Let me go ahead and grab some more. Oh, that's kind of neat. That is an interesting block. I like it. All right, so let's go ahead and continue this on now. So we do that, and then we do this. And then there we go. There's our next floor. That's pretty cool. I like that. I do like that indeed. That's pretty neat. It's kind of weird though. Let's see. Let me just grab this. It doesn't want me to place it right there. Okay, so there's our little first outline. Like, yeah, look at that. We could actually do like a mesh floor in here too if we wanted to make it not feel so like, I don't know, crowded, I guess. But now let's go ahead and figure out how far we want to go this way. Because obviously, like, I kind of want to line... I'm so used to be able to crouch and like not fall off of stuff. Okay, I'm actually thinking let's go to right here, the inside of the door frame, because it wouldn't make sense to be hooked into the outside of the door frame, because like this is the door frame, right? Like you wouldn't hook to the, you wouldn't have your floor beyond the door frame. Yeah, and then okay, so from beyond here, this is where we have to decide. Do we want to extend this way and have this all in here, or do we want to have this open? I think let's leave it open for now, and in the event that we need more space, we can always make that happen. So I'm going to go ahead and just extend this beam all the way across to here. All right, there. So there's basically our connection, and then I'm going to go ahead and get rid of this. Because like I said, I don't know if we want that here or not. Maybe. We'll see. And then I guess from there, we're going to just fill all of this in. Now, what do we want to fill this in with? Do we want to fill it in with concrete? I'm actually honestly thinking about filling it in with wood. Because I feel like wood looks a little bit more homey. Let me see what wood blocks we have here. So we've got wood block level 1. What does that actually look like? Does that look like a nice little wood flooring? Oh, we also have tiles. I forgot. We did unlock some tile blocks. That could be... let me see here. Okay, so we have a tile. You know what? There's a whole bunch of other blocks, though. Let me see. Let's go to blocks. So we unlocked brick block, tile block, restroom block. I just feel like the wood blocks look a little homier, you know? How's that look? I just feel like that looks warmer. It doesn't look as cold, you know? And like, I don't mind this. Actually, we'll probably replace this concrete with, we might actually replace it with metal, because I think metal would look nicer. Also metal with this, but concrete I think is good for now. But I think the wood looks a little bit nicer. So let me go ahead and see. Oh, how much wood do we have? We might have to go out and get wood. You know what I mean? Like, that might be a thing that has to happen. Because I've only got a little wood, and I need, like, a lot. We need big wood. We need lots and lots of wood. So we might have to go out and get that. Let me see here. Also, I'm not super worried about the stuff sticking out of the ceiling or the walls like this. I think that kind of looks fine. Yeah, let's do this. Let me start queuing up the wood block level 1. We'll start those, and then let's actually go do a run and grab a whole bunch of wood. Let's go get wood. Oh my gosh, I was about to go out. Did we seriously? I was literally just about to leave. We got our friends showing up. All right, that's fine. I guess we'll go ahead and start placing some more of our stuff here. I can't even believe that. I was literally about to leave. We were out the door. We were on our way. But no. All right, so we got a little bit. So let's start filling this in. All right, so there's like a little first area. See, that doesn't look too bad. I think that actually looks nice. Why are those different shades? It's got to be lights, right? There's lights. Oh yeah, there's lights coming up from here. Okay, sweet. So yeah, that doesn't actually look too bad. I like that. I see it's a nice little area here. That's pretty cool. And then we'll just fill this all in with wood for now. We'll kind of see what that looks like. If we need to do a mesh later, actually, maybe we do a mesh now. Let me see. Because we have this net block. That net block actually, so it's fairly transparent and would kind of give us a little bit less of a closed-in feeling. But how does it look? Doesn't look too bad. Yeah, I can live with that. Kind of neat. Let's a little bit of light through here. I like that. I like that. That works. There. All right, so let's finish that off. That doesn't look too bad. I like that. Now, obviously, we need to throw lights and stuff like that in here as well because it's a little dark. We'll probably go ahead and throw some lights under here as well, kind of light some things up. Now, we just need to get wood for this side, and then I'm also trying to figure out how we're going to do this. So the idea is that we bring our vehicles in here, we offload, right? So we're going to have like an offload area. We'll probably have a refining area. This is where we'll like refine everything, and then everything from here is going to have to get vacuumed into a main crafting area. So like a main storage and crafting area. So where do we want the main storage and crafting area? Do I want that right here? I feel like this space right here is a little tight for that. Maybe right here? Or maybe on that side. I don't know. Let's finish the floors first and then we'll go from there. Oh my gosh. Actually, I just thought about it. I was like, where can we do this? You know what we'll do? Okay, our main crafting area, it's going to be over here. I think what we'll do... How big is the craftbot? Man, that craftbot is pretty big. That craftbot is fairly large. So what I was thinking is that what we could do is we could actually go from here and then bring this up. The problem is I don't necessarily want this to be like a solid block. You know what I mean? I have an idea. All right, let me build this. Let me see. Okay, so there's that. So, oh yeah, I like this. I like this. Okay, all right. Yes, this is. I have ideas of how we're already gonna decorate it and stuff. Like I think this will work great, actually. So, let's go and bring this way. You know what? Should we expand the ramp here? I don't think so. I don't think so. I don't think we're going to expand the ramp there. Okay. All right. And then, you know what? For continuity, should we go ahead and do... Nah, we'll do wood here as well. Oh, you know what? I just realized, though. That's not a lot of room to stand with the craftbot. Okay, you know what? Actually, that's not bad. That's not bad, because I have an idea. So we'll do this. We'll bring this out by, like, 4. And we'll go this way. Oh, it's all making sense. It's flowing. The juices are flowing. Okay, so there's that one. And then this one. And then what we'll do is we'll do a line here for the steps. Like that. And then we'll get rid of this. And then we'll have it come out this way just a little bit. Oh, yeah. Oh, this is gonna be great. Because I'm like already thinking how we can like tie this in and how we can like decorate this. And by having this little arch and stuff like that, this is gonna be good. I like this. Okay. So that looks fine. That looks fine. So did our friend leave? Yes. Perfect. Let's go grab some wood. Yeah, let's go grab a bunch of wood and then make some more wood for our base place because it make it look nice and fancy and cozy and warm. You know, this little truck has served us so well this entire time. Like, I'm so glad that we've made it. It's just been the workhorse of like everything. And there's like just this little piston spring thing up front with the saw blades has worked so great for us. All right, so we got back with our wood and a little bit of stone because I found some random stone and metal pieces like laying around over there. So we just sucked them up on the way back. But there's that, and there's a haybot spine or whatever in there. So we're going to let that do its thing. We're going to try to get, actually, you know what? I'm going to go ahead and toggle these again. So that way they can just go ahead and start making that. Now, the other thing I'd like to do, and I kind of wish I would have thought about this before. It's going to be a little interesting. I'd like to make a walkway going outside. So I'd like to make a walkway kind of like going, maybe dipping down, going around and going outside and then going up. So in the event that we need more space, we actually have the top of this building. You know what I mean? Because the seeker bot doesn't destroy our structures. So I'd like to go like around and up there. I think, you know what? We'll wait. We will wait until we actually need the space before we do that. Because if I build it now, like something could happen and we could be like, you know what? It was a terrible idea building outside. All right, so we got a decent little supply of wooden blocks here. Now, I'm not sure how everything's going to hook up yet, but we will get there. Oh, yes, we will get there indeed. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and put wood in here like this. That looks beautiful. Absolutely amazing. And then let's go ahead and start putting this in here. So let's see. I'm just trying to go clip it into the edge a little bit. I don't want to like go crazy here, but all right. So let's do that. Holy wood blocks. It does take a few, doesn't it? Okay, how does that look? That looks fine. That's all right. I like that. We can deal with that. I need a little bit more. I've like literally, that's all I'm shy. Okay, so we've got this nice little area here. So let me see here. How is this looking? Okay, we got another 160. That should be enough to finish this little corner out right here. So let's do that. All right, so there it is. Our second story is done. So what I want to do now, let's go ahead and stop the making of the wood blocks just for now, because I mean, we'll probably need more later. But I actually want to place the craftbot. I want to move you up here because this is, I think, where it's going to end up residing. So I think the craftbot is going to live like right here somewhere. That is, you are facing the wrong direction there, bud. Okay, so let's see. How does that look? Man, this does look a little tight, doesn't it? That looks a little snug. I kind of... Oh, do we widen? Maybe we widen the stair right here to like right here. So it gives us a little bit more room to interact with this. But actually, centered wise, there's no way I did that first try. Let's see. I mean, what would you count the center of the bot? Maybe over like one block? I mean, that's pretty spot on. Yeah, I think it needs to be over one block. I think the center is the screen. Right? I feel like the center is the screen. It's like right there. Does that look good? Is that screens lined up? This screen lines up with that screen. It looks pretty good. I don't think it's going to perfectly line up because I think this screen is one block wider, not two. So that side looks like it lines up and this side does not. Okay, that's good. I like that. That works. But it's not wide enough though. I don't like this. I don't like this right here. It needs to be a little wider. Okay. All right, let's do that. So let's go ahead and see how big we need to make this. So another full 8 would be right there. Actually, how's that going to look over the bot, though? Excuse me. Why are we doing this? Excuse me, where did you go? You know what? I might have to place the concrete down on each one of these first, in order to get it to place like that. Yeah, it looks like that's what we're gonna have to do. Okay. Okay, so there's our widened thing right there. How does that look? That still looks okay. That doesn't look too bad. And then see how much wider that feels? That feels much better. Okay, yeah, I like that. That works. But this is gonna have to go back by 1. Because I want, yes, okay, that's fine. So we're going to put it like that. And the reason is because we're going to have probably a wall kind of thing here. So we can have some decorative stuff and stuff like that. Yeah, this works. Okay, I like this. This is good. This is good. Now, like I said, for storage and stuff like that, how are we going to do storage? So, you know what? Actually, since this moved this way, we could actually put our storages in here. And then we could actually get rid of... We could get rid of the ramp. Here, let me grab a chest. Let me see how this is going to look. I'm also curious how many chests wide we can get. So I'm thinking 3. I'm thinking we could do 3 wide, which means we could do like a 3 by 3 block here. That would actually be decent. I don't know if a 4th one would fit in there and look all right. Actually, it wouldn't, because we're going to probably put vacuum tubes on the sides in order to connect them all, because purely for aesthetics, that way they're all rotated and they're orientated the same way, so we don't have to like flip and flop and mix and match and stuff like that. So let's see, I think a 4th one's gonna be too much. Yeah, I don't like that. Okay, so we'll have a 3 by 3 here, and then what we could also do actually is we could also have a 3 by 3 on this side, like this. Okay, so is that how we lined it up? We lined it up off the last block there, and then we can actually go into that. Perfect. Okay, that actually works out good. Is that lined up with this? No, it's not. Oh. So actually, if we move this one forward that far, is that perfectly lined up, or is it one more? It looks like it might be one more. Is that lined up? Okay, hold on a second. Oh, you know what? It's not going to line up because I can place that thing. No, this should line up relatively close. Here, you know what? Let's go grab some vacuum pipes. Let's get that lined up. We'll see where this goes. You know, I just realized too, I don't actually know if a corner will work right here. It won't. Okay, so we're going to have to, hold on, let's do this. Let's move you here. That's actually, see, this is good to test. It's good to know that all this stuff. So what we could do, you know what? Let's move this whole thing back by 1. Okay, so that's back by 1. And then let me get my straight pipes here. Actually, you know what? This is not going to be a straight pipe right here. This is actually going to be a T on this side. Like that. And then we'll do straight. Okay, and then what I'm thinking is maybe what we'll do is we'll redo some of this here. Like that. And then that would allow us to put this here possibly. And then one going down. And then is that going to be enough? No, we're going to have a little one. And then another one. That, like that. And then we put this. Oh my god, it's all coming together. Like that, right? How does that look? Oh my gosh, that works. That works perfectly. It looks good. It looks fine. It's nice. Oh yes. Oh yes indeed. I like it. Okay. So now we need to do the same thing with this side and get that hooked up there. I like that. I mean, we could bring it over just a hair because this chest is really close to the stair right here. I'm really getting nitpicky though. Oh, I'm getting so nitpicky with this right now. Oh, you know what though? Actually, man, if we have them upright like that, because that would be a 3 by 3, we could actually do what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 by. Ooh, actually, I think we're gonna have them up like that. Okay, that changes literally everything. So, because that also makes them stick out further. Okay, here, hold on. I have an idea. So let me see. If we do this, and we do this, we're gonna need at least a space like that. And then we'd have to do this, and then this would have to go on here. And we could do that. But that, I mean, that works. And then we do another one. And does that go onto that one? It sure does. And then like, boom, that's a good storage system. That is not a bad storage system right there. I think that would work. And then we could also stack ones on top. Like this. So we could do, in theory, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, maybe even 6. A 6 by 2, so 12 chests on each side. That would be great for storage. Okay, all right, I like that. Let's start with that. Yeah, let's start with getting that hooked up. And then we also need to get hooked up the vacuum system here, because there's a plan. I have a plan in place for other stuff. So, except we're not going to be able to go down the center because we have this contraption here. So we're going to have to go off the side right here. Okay, all right, things to do. Oh my gosh, so many exciting things. The base is, it's coming together. It's happening. It's finally happening. Like, I mean, look, it looks nice. All right, so if we put this here, let's see. I'm trying to think how we're gonna have this side hooked up over here. So what I want is, if we do that and then this, I kind of want it to be the same as this side. So if we do that and then like this, that will work. Okay. All right, so there's our pipe going down to this side. That works. Now, we have to hook this pipe to recycle back to its own system, but then we're also going to have it go off up and over, because it's going to have to pull from the grinders down there, because we're going to have the grinders down there, so we can pull in, we can drop our stuff, it grinds it, it's just going to go shoot it up and over. We're going to need a lot of pipes. Lots of pipes are going to be needed for this one for sure. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Okay, so we got our system. We need to get connected back to here so I can actually start crafting stuff and like having stuff go good. Okay, so we also need, so we're going to need a system here. So we have to go here, and then like this, and then like that, and voila. Okay, so that is hooked up, so we have a circle there, but now we need to, like I said, we need to hook this up and over and all the way down over there, but I don't need that right this second. So let's finish getting the chests hooked up, actually, which means I'm going to need a bunch of these T-fittings. So let me grab those, and then we'll throw a couple more T-fittings over here. Oh, look at that, there they go. I actually don't know where they're gonna go though. Oh, I had 5. Look at that. Very nice. Okay. So I think that will work. And we'll go ahead and line these up like that. Oh my gosh. I'm so excited for this. This is great. Now, the other side, so like storage on this side, it doesn't really matter since everything's looped anyways, but that's just additional storage. So, I mean, I've already filled up all these chests. It's just a matter of time before I fill up the other ones. Oh my god, so many chests. So many things. I've just been sticking them up there. So that's going to give us, so there's that one. Now, this is where we're going to have to do like the second row. So what we could do, we're going to have what? We're going to have a bend, a straight, and then another bend, and then a T, and then do another row of T's here. Yeah, that's what we're going to need. So bend, 2 bends, and then I already have T's. Are we going to need a straight? We might need a straight too. Okay, so this one is going to go up that way. I think we're going to need a small space. Well, actually, here, let me get the other chest. And let's say we want it like right here. Okay, so we're going to have to go up to that point right there. So I think we need a small, and then a bend, and then a T. I think that's going to get us lined up. That is not the right way, though. There. Okay. Yeah. There we go. And then we'll put this one here. We get this chest on here. And look at that. Oh, buddy. We've got all of the storages all lined up. That's nice. That's nice. I like that. What's in here? No, I don't know. Let's go throw this one over here as well. Oh, I don't have I need another T. Okay. That's big, because now I can actually craft again. That was kind of the one reason I was like, oh man, I don't want to take anything apart because I don't want to not be able to craft anymore. All right, so there's our storage. Wonderful. This is looking, it's looking all right. So there's all of that. Now, we need to decorate it a little bit. I feel like we need to decorate it. You know what? We might just have to decorate it like another time. I think we need to get the functionality done first. So the next order of business, we've got to get these. So the refine bots. We got to get these going to that. We're going to need so much glass and so many tubes. How many refine bots do we need? I think 2 is probably plenty. So if we need 2, that means we're going to need a curve. We're going to need 1 T, 2 curves, and well, we're going to need a T and a curve for just hooking up the 2 of those. And then we're going to need a whole bunch of pipes to go up and over all the way. This is going to be good. I do not think I'm going to have the stuff for it, but that's okay. So let's get another refine bot in here. So refiner, I need metal block level 1, component kits, circuit boards. All right, so let's get ourselves another refine bot. Like I said, I think 2 is probably enough. Or should we just go ahead and get a third one? Should we just get 3? Let's just get 3. Why not? That way we don't have to worry about it later. We'll just get 3 of these bad boys. So let's see. I'm trying to line it up center with that. Okay, it looks like it needs to kind of go over 1. Don't land on me. Actually, we're going to go over 2. I don't like them actually, like... We're going to do that. That. And then that one's not in the right spot. Still not in the right spot. Oh my gosh, I'm terrible at this. There, okay. Is that roughly centered? Yeah, it looks pretty good. So we need that pipe to line up there. Oh my gosh. You know what I need to do? I need to bring that pipe this way probably first. No, I think we'll be okay. I need 1 more T though. I need a T so we can pass through, and then it's gonna go up and connect to that. Oh man, that's a long ways. All right, so T, and then will this be enough? Yeah, look at that. Okay. So, yeah, we need to bring that over, but I'm thinking we need to start from that side, because if I start from this side, it might all be over by 1. Whereas if I bring that, I want to just keep it nice and straight. So basically, curve straight over, straight down, and then it can like bend into here. That's the idea. I do not think I'm going to have enough glass for this, but I guess we will find out here shortly. How much taller do we want to go? I think we'll go 1. I'm trying to see, because like I don't want to hit anything. I feel like that will look good. All right, I need like a million straight pieces, and like what? I'm gonna need 1, 2. I probably need 2 corners, and then all the straight tubes I can get. All right, well, I guess we're gonna have to get our handy dandy lift out, and we're gonna just put these at maximum length and just start going. You know what? Actually, those are filling in a lot faster than I was expecting. Okay, how are we looking? So if I put a corner here, it's gonna be off a hair, but that means we're gonna have to move this. So this is what we're gonna do. How many more of these do I have? I'm gonna bring up a row of these straight up so I know how far I need to go over. And then we will do the correction down here behind these refiners. All right, let me see how close we are. Oh my gosh. It actually worked perfect. There's no way. There's no... It actually worked perfectly. Oh my gosh, that actually lined up perfectly. I can't even believe that. I can't even believe that. Like, there's no way. There's no way. I would never, ever be able to do that again. Holy moly. We did it. First try. That's insane. I can't even believe that. All right. Well, there it is. There is our delivery system via the refiners. So that's cool. I like that. That is fantastic. Awesome. Okay. Well, man, I can't even believe that worked. That happened. We did a thing. It's super nice. All right. So there's the rough layout of the base. Now, the next thing is I want to set up some automation in some farms and stuff. So like including, I'd like to set up a little beehive farm thing. So that way it can, actually, do you have like an input on you anywhere? Okay, that's a thing. So like, does this have an input anywhere? No. Can we shoot flowers into it? I'm curious, like if let's test something here. So if I put this, like, let's say we do that. If I put flowers into a chest and I have it set to a switch to shoot, will it shoot the flowers into this? And then can we also have another vacuum set up to suck the beeswax off of it? I'm not sure. I kind of want to test that because I'd like to set up that. I'd also like to set up, you know, that way if we want beeswax, you know, it's like, oh, we can just throw flowers into a chest, boom, it automatically goes into there, sucks it up, puts it into our system. But we could also do the same thing with like maybe the ice maker. I don't know if this is how the ice maker functions or not. But let me see. Do we have a... Oh, you know what? Actually, we do have vacuum pumps. I have vacuum pumps in here because these were what we were going to use for... Okay, so let's do this. Let's throw a chest here. Hold on, let me remove this a little bit. So if we do that, and then I grab... Let me see, do I have a switch? Let me grab a switch. Then we grab this to... Oh, that's right, it's not on the same contraption. Hold on, let me just do this. Put it right here. This to there. You know what? I wonder... Actually... Well, here, let's just test it like that real fast. Because, I mean, it might work. It probably won't. I wonder if it has to be on the same, like, contraption. Like, it has to be on the same, like, pieces of platform or whatever. But let's just test it and see what happens. So we have that set up. We have it on. So if I put the flowers... It does nothing. Okay, it does not try to shoot it out. All right. So... Let's do this. Let's put this all on the same thing together. Let me put it up here. So I put that there. We put this, like, I don't know, right there-ish. It could also not be close enough. We put that there. We do this. We get ourselves a switch. We do this. This just might also not work, period. Okay, we do that. And then I put this in here. We do the flowers, and we flip the switch. No. Doesn't appear to work that way. Okay. I was kind of hoping that would work, but that does not work. So we cannot just automate that, unfortunately. So we're going to have to manually go in here, place flowers. Now, what we can automate is we can automate the collection of it. We can automate the collection of it very, very easily. If we get the beehive, we can easily put that in here and then put a vacuum pump and then hook that into our system here. That actually is not hard to do at all. But I don't know if I want that right there. You know? I might want the automated stuff over somewhere else. I don't know. Okay, so I'm just kind of curious. Like, if we did this... Then we grab you and just place you like right there, right? That would work. And then let's go and put flowers in here. So I'm just trying to see if like we hook this to our automated system. Does that work? Do I need to put a switch on you, or will you work without me having to do anything? So if I do this, and we do this, and boop. I mean, it's on. Actually, I'm going to pull the switch. Let me just see if it works without it. If it doesn't, we'll throw a switch on it. If it does, awesome. But then, I mean, like, hey, that's a little easy automated, you know, beeswax thing. So if we have any extra flowers. We just throw them in there. That would be cool. I wish we could shoot them into there. I think that'd be nice too, but you know, I guess it is what it is. And then also the other thing that we have not made yet, I have yet to make a freezer. Put water into the freezer to create ice blocks. Oh my gosh, I have the stuff for one. So we can set that one right next to it. And then, yeah, because like all I need is another one of these and boom, a little bit of automation, you know, nothing crazy. But basically all this allows us to do is put all these items in here. So it's like if I wanted, you know, a couple more of the beehive things, we could throw them in. I think. Should be good. All right, so there's the freezer. And I imagine the freezer is exactly the same as the beehive. Yeah, it looks like it has a little water storage deal in it. So let me grab a tea. And then do I have another vacuum pump? No, why this chest is empty. So we throw the other tea on here. You know what? Actually, I don't like that. It's too close. Let's throw let's throw a small space in between and then a tea. Yeah, that'd work. Okay, and then another vacuum pump. Do I have another one? All right, so another one of those. There's that. And then let me see. Let's grab some water. I think it can only hold a stack. I mean, that looks cool. It looks neat. All right, so we're going to let that sit there. I'm curious if, well, you know what, actually. I'm not going to know if it picks up a beeswax or not because it's going to be super fast. Let me see. So what needs glue? Glue. So we have 12 and then ice blocks. What do we need for ice? We need ice for, is it for ice blocks? What did we need ice for? We needed ice for something. I don't remember what it was, though. Oh, it was the sunshake. Okay, we have 108. So we'll wait. Oh, there it is. Okay, so that means we're going to need a switch. So we'll do that. And then we'll go ahead and hook this to there. And this to there. And then that won't work. That won't work? Is it too close to it? What? That won't harvest that? I'm not gonna lie, I'm kind of in disbelief here. Maybe we're too close to it. I cannot believe that that does not pick that up. Like, what the heck? All right, here, let me try this. Like, if I do this, does that work? Really? I guess that doesn't work. Interesting. So that is not the same as it being thrown on the ground. So like for like glow and milk and like crops and stuff like that, I guess that doesn't count. Oh, that is really interesting. I mean, I guess it's because it just stacks on its own. Oh, that's so weird. All right, well, I guess those are going to just hang out there, and then we'll just take these off for now. And I guess if we want to hook into anything, we can, because we have the T-pipe here. So, oh, that is so interesting. Okay, well, I guess it is what it is. So, there we go. There we have it. There's the beginnings of our new base place. I like it. It's fun. We're gonna grow into it, but that's gonna end this episode. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. If you did, make sure you leave a like if you're new here. Don't forget to subscribe as well for some more. I'm sad that that didn't work. I was hoping we could just, you know, fill it up and then it would automatically put it into our system and stuff, but I guess it is what it is. So yeah, leave your comments, let me know what you guys think, and I will see you in the next one. Bye everybody.